All right. Last we left off, y'all had just gotten back from your first ever dig site in your undergrad careers, uh, and it was a bit more than you probably expected.
I don't know what you're talking about. Isn't that how they normally go?
Nah, usually you spend months looking for like a half a dozen things, and you find one maybe relevant small artifact. You guys found one, or
They
found
took the chicken's boots.
you guys found one of the most highly prized archaeological finds of the century.
Overachievers. We should get A's.
Technically 2. Only 1 got turned in.
Oh, that's right. You found the amulet too, didn't you?
So yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Technically we found 2 things. Vanil just hasn't turned it in.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
The finder's
fine.
fee.
Vanil needs it for one of their of their
You
miners.
should, yeah, or
given
so
them
that
the
you should 100% mark that down because I will forget that you have that. But if you would like to mark it down, you have a fairly valuable to the right buyer like pre-era artifact.
My notes open.
Oh man, that energy drink don't be hitting like it used to.
I get you.
All right.
The Una app.
All right. So with that, we will open to open the episode with you guys returning to class the following week.
Well, we're not going to have any flashbacks to whatever happened at the coffee shop we went to or something.
Oh,
It
with
dragged
our
everyone to go to.
I don't think our characters remember. I don't think our characters remember what happened.
Pastries.
It's great.
Yeah, I figure it's left up to the viewer's imagination at this point.
Good students and, did very important studently things and, just, did responsible decisions completely.
Totally nothing illegal happened, guys.
Oh yeah, of course not.
Why would anything illegal happen? It's not like we have a chicken that has a side hustle.
Hi, you know what? Scratch is a very lucrative business.
It's
In another era, he could have a Cadillac.
They have all the legislation going into it, and as long as Ellen doesn't partake in anything and it just takes in only profit, I think a good person to know if any
they definitely
legislation
don't
needs to
partake in
be
anything, right?
legislated.
Study enhancing supplements.
Exactly. There you
Yeah,
go.
it's-
Rebranding.
It's a new vitamin they haven't found a letter for or
Mhm,
anything.
mhm.
Brand new, never before seen.
It's an all natural
So we use the
brain
Prince
booster.
symbol.
Yeah, it's just a little blue pill. It's
For
fine.
study.
Yeah, distilled brain boosting care.
All right. Sorry. Continue. Sorry.
The Dr. Meshi will open class and says, "Well, I hope you all have had a restful week. A lot's happened in regards to your discovery, and I think I should give you some updates on that before we get going. First things first, I have your finder's fees, and he'll hand each of you a I guess it'd be a check.
He doesn't have crypto.
Does this advanced fantasy world still use paper checks?
I mean, we
apparently
do.
only the US really does.
Do they use like Venmo? Cash
Yeah,
App?
I would say Zelle, but that has been kicked out of the banks pretty much. Do you have like a Cash App?
I don't like government tracked money.
I'm sure you can get this redeemed by any like payday advance or place or something like that. I don't know.
Also, I don't know if
there are
it happened
services
for
for
anyone,
this.
but it was I don't like the government tracking my money, and then suddenly your screen there, Gage, just went dark. It's like, oh God, I really don't.
They're on to me.
Run, chicken, run!
Too much.
So
How much is the check for?
So that's the thing. I don't have a good idea of how much this should be worth. Also because I hate tracking gold. So
Same.
instead, you have you have a reasonably large amount of money you can use for something. I imagine like if you're going through the campaign and you come across something that you want, or like someone needs a bribe or something like that, you have the equivalent of a couple $1,000.
Ooh, very nice.
Do we have like credit cards, like, or like, do we just have this on our person in full cash? Like, just
You can
I
exchange
prefer that
this.
option.
You can exchange it for any medium you would like. Like if you wanted to deposit it in your Radiance financial bank account, you can definitely do that.
I'm a very small cat. I don't have many big pockets.
If you wanted to exchange it for a equivalently valued like metal bar or something like that, if you wanted just to carry around like a slab of platinum, you could do that.
Hell yeah.
Sounds like a
yeah.
terrible idea.
I'll just put this with all the other money.
All right.
They got
Second
very
thing.
loud.
Second.
Yeah, the silence.
It's
All right.
deafening.
Second thing. The Southern Radiance Museum of History, where the boots are being displayed, as part of a now complete collection of the instruments of creation. We'll be doing a private opening showing of the new exhibit, and as finders, a lot of you are invited. You can bring guests, but this coming next Wednesday is the showing. I think you all should go. It'll be nice there'll be people to mingle with. There'll be lots of high-ranking and important people. I would highly recommend that all of you attend. If you want to bring guests, you can do so. But it'll be a.
Sorry, when you say important, like, is that like historically important or like?
I mean,
Like,
I assume mostly people who are who are benefactors of the museum, and there will probably be some press there. There will probably be some probably like Kraken representatives will be there. I don't know the guest list for certain, but
Rich people with pockets that are very large and need to, take a look in. I mean, no, yeah, important people.
It's fine.
all right. So you said that's next Wednesday, right?
next Wednesday.
Okay. And what in universe? What day are we at now?
Let's say it classes on Thursdays.
Okay, so we got about a week, give or take.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
That sounds good. I think.
So do we have to
Yeah.
tell you in advance if we wanted to invite somebody, or like?
No, yeah, I think you should be able to, as long as they show up with you, they should be admitted entry.
Okay. Is there a QR code or some sort of ticketing software to ensure authenticity?
There probably is.
Vanil squints.
Yeah, I'm like,
Specific
don't know.
way.
I don't know if Dr. Meshi knows about that.
Clearly, as the disseminator of information, he should know all.
He doesn't mesh around with that stuff.
Wow.
No, it gets meshy when
His
he's in it.
scalper is lacking.
No, he says, I will reach out to the museum director and or the museum events coordinator and make sure that information is passed along.
I think I have a person that I would like to. That's why I'm.
Oops. Just dropped
Yeah.
himself. Don't worry.
Wow.
All right.
Kucheka's already texting out a message to someone and like kind of nods to Professor Meji. I'm sure he probably already has an invite, but my father would probably be attending with me.
Is your dad like a geology person?
He used to be the head history professor here for a while.
So he's like Mr. Meshi here?
Yes, though Professor Meshi has been at this school far longer than my father was,
Okay, so your dad's
as
a
I've
dropout
been
teacher?
told. No. He just can't really work anymore.
Okay, I get that. Sometimes I don't feel like working either.
Just the
Sweet
everyone
Samosa.
can see the utter despair on Kucheka's face right now, as Kucheka is desperately trying to not just outright say something and is just looking at River like,
I'm busy trying to be the emotional support cat, just purring loudly, like don't purr.
Meshi sensing the potential unease going on here, will cut in and say, "Yes, I'm Sir. Sorry, correct me if I'm wrong. Is it Suja? How do you
Juja.
pronounce Suja? I'm certain will be is invited. If not, I will. Like I said, you're allowed guests. As long as he comes with you, you should be fine. But continuing on, before we get to that next week, I wanted to make sure that we skip forward a little bit in our lesson plan, and talk about the actual instruments because it's going to be kind of important, I feel, given that we're going to go. You guys are now part of the history involved surrounding them because that you've completed the set. So before we start, does anyone does anyone know anything about the instruments they would like to share?
Looked pretty shiny.
They were very shiny.
I would
So
like
when
to
are we getting
roll
them
a.
back? The boots, at least. They're giving us yeah, exactly. Chicken friend here needs his boots back. I thought that this was hey, they're taking a look at them. They're gonna give them back to us since we found them, right? That's how this works.
I've been lied to. They boxed my gawk.
I wouldn't
Ew.
expect them to return them. Like the finder's fee is to supplement that.
Uh-huh.
These are these are a piece of Calanine history.
They were a
They
piece.
belong in a museum.
Deep troughs of chicken tears.
Rivers had her hand.
Kucheka's gonna come up and kind of pat your shoulder and go, if you want, I took some photos. I could make you some replicas if you wanted.
It can
It'd
actually
be pretty
fit
close.
Something giant too.
Tiny chicken nod and just lean in.
Sorry, I'll get back onto the story. I was just
All right.
Vanil would like to make a. Would religion or history be better suited for this?
Both will give you like whatever you're better at. You'll get similar information from both.
Oh no, they're both +6. Whatever will I do?
Well, Kucheka might actually have some knowledge in it history-wise because it would technically be wearable items.
Mhm.
So if we wanted to swap it up and do one of us do one do the other,
Well, I just rolled religion, so
excellent. I'll roll
That
history
works.
then.
yep. That's a 16 for Vanil. They're not quite
then-
paying attention because they're aggressively looking over their syllabi for the class to see what will be supplemented for the missed time in class if we are skipping modules.
And that's a 19 on history.
All right. Between the two of you, I think you at least know the names of each of the items. So for everyone's reference, I'll post this in the chat.
Thank
So there are 7 instruments. Those being the boots of the meteor, which you found, the armor of the typhoon, belt of the earthquake, cloak of the blizzard, the lightning leathers, the whirlwind bracers, and the wildfire torches.
And mysterious as the dark side of the
I was gonna go with and a partridge in a pear tree, but that works too. River's got her hand up for a while, looking at the teacher, and she'll say, if they're so everyone's been calling them instruments, but they don't really seem like instruments. Like
They're not instruments in the musical sense, more in the sense that they are tools, like a medical instrument, like is like a scalpel kind of thing.
I mean, I guess they could make music of a sort. a lot of old religious texts refer to battle as having music, so
Makes
I'm
a
sure
good
it has
sound when
some
you hit
sort of
bone.
percussive. Yeah, I'm sure it has some sort of percussive
Solid dunk
qualities.
sound. You know what I mean?
And some weapons had different holes carved in them so that they made a loud whistling sound whenever you like moved them harshly to sound like a death rattle. So sometimes some of them were like that. That could be an instrument.
Hand on one of
If I
Now,
use the
knowing our
weapon,
luck,
I guess
Sparky's
I'll use
just
it.
gonna get an Aztec death whistle.
them. I'm pretty happy with my instrument of choice here, but
Your
I
tiny
would
death
like
whistle.
it's listen, hey, respect the tiny death whistle, okay? It's special. It's special. We respect it.
So, each of these instruments was wielded by one of the seven heroes that freed our world from the tyranny of the Titan. You see, what's up? So I can remember all the stuff that I got going on here. But yeah, oh, come on, where is it? Nope, that's not it. All right, so roughly about 1200 years ago, our planet was basically ruled by titanous monsters, dragons, krakens, not like uh, our leadership is named after. There were like leviathans and aboleths and giants and all sorts of monsters that basically owned this world. Then the seven were appointed, and together they struck down and took this world back from these titans. Just do pull this up again because I have too many notes about
All
this.
good.
This is all in character, by the way.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Absolutely
Yeah.
is.
He's
Hold on, I
pulling
gotta-
up his
He
PowerPoint
has a
and
messy
he's
desk, and it's just never.
Yeah, he's got one of those desktops with 400 icons, and he's like lost the one he needs to double click.
He keeps clicking on the spam button that like keeps.
Which one of these tabs is making sound? God.
Listen, he just needs a young dragonborn that's 5 miles away.
Like, whoa, messy.
Excuse
don't
me,
click
teacher.
that folder.
Don't do that.
Keep it tenacious, D.
Your screen share is on.
Yeah, so I guess how attentive are we as students here? I mean, I feel like V here, you're actually paying attention. How attentive are we all individually? I'm saying
Kucheka
this.
has the
I'm saying
go
this
ahead.
is stalling time for someone to look in their notes and stuff. This is not for you to pay attention or listen to. Feel free to interrupt or stop me.
Kucheka's paying attention because Kucheka actually has a like interest in history as part of their major, so they're just like. But at the same time, also occasionally you see the eyes flicker back and forth to try and make sure no one's causing like anything out of line that he should be aware of.
Like what?
I imagine River is like in the classic like arms out on the table like this and head like slumped into the hands and like it's like 50-50 whether her eyes are open or not.
Chicken boy.
I pay attention when it is pertinent to my interests in a complete ADHD hyperfixation fashion.
Ah, yes. That
How
makes
all of us were in school.
Yep.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
But my special interests.
I sat far enough away and had a big enough
Right.
book that they did not bother me.
Oh my god.
Lucky.
That didn't post quite in the formatting I wanted it to, but that's fine.
Gorodon.
The great.
Ah.
I like these names.
Mm-hmm.
So these seven heroes, all from different different backgrounds and different histories, came together under the with the powers of the primordial host Una. They were able to basically eradicate most titans from this world.
Are there
As a
still
matter-
Titans in this world?
their populations are greatly reduced, and most of them are no longer immediate threats to most of us small folk.
You said that with a stutter.
Like, for example, there are currently a pair of dragons living in the Deepwood outside of Alistair. They are kind of just hanging out on their own. But Longtin Shen, the gold dragon who lives there, has been known to interact and grant audiences with adventuring parties. And
Is this
last I heard, Kurokami, who is the black dragon who lives there as well, is also not immediately hostile, though there are less reports of that.
Don't want the dragon.
And similarly, like in the Highlands in Gate, there are still some living giants. And I believe Dead Man's Reef is still home to certain water-based titans, although most of those were eliminated when Jade Steelbrow used the Belt of the Earthquake to actually seal off the what we used to be an ocean where we are currently. The Brightlands used to be an ocean. If you look at the map, hold on, he'll pull down one of those like one
What,
of
he
those
doesn't
was
have
like
like
a couple of
projectors?
times.
there's like the 3 or 4 different like maps. He like looks for them. He pulls it down.
Matthew Thatch be like, or Milo Thatch.
Where did I post the map? Oh, it must be in
They're in,
it
Masters.
was the Masters Caroline. I will repost this.
Yeah, currently
not the
Masters in
image.
the main chat should be the
Mhm.
most recent
I
message.
see it there, yeah.
Yeah, I'm reposting it in the lore for this season.
Okay.
Oh, how
But at the very north and south points of the Brightlands, there used to be inlets to the to both oceans. However, in order to deal with all of the sea monsters that lived in this ocean, Jade decided that it would be more efficient to just make it not an ocean anymore and trap. Well, I don't think she intended for that, but she trapped all of them in here by making land bridges at the north and south, preventing the monsters from entering or leaving. However, as it turns out, those 2 oceans were feeding this area, and without it, over the next couple hundred years, it dried up completely, leaving the extremely salty desert that surrounds us.
Well, it's a good thing she did that.
Some ecologists believe it may have not been a great thing to do, and it had consequences that we have yet to experience. However,
Sounds kind of like foreshadowing.
What's that you say?
I mean, I'm sorry. I was out.
Why is the tap water so salty?
the small cat has been possessed by something.
I don't. Sorry. I was like.
Sparky
falling
takes
asleep a little bit.
one damage of psychic damage.
I was falling asleep a little bit there. Sorry, my bad. I don't know what came over me, and I just kind of.
For the recording, and also because I don't know if all of you read it yet, the 7 heroes were Toriel the Bold, who was a human who with the boots of the meteor, Jade Steelbrow, who was the dwarf with the belt of the earthquake. There's Pansai the Wise, who was an elf with the cloak of the blizzard, Gorodon the Great, an orc with the lightning leathers, Clenara Lightbringer, an Asimar with the whirlwind bracers, Daisha the Burning, a tiefling with the wildfire torches, and Quartermesh the Bloody, Dragonborn with Armor the Typhoon. I have an art piece I can post here, maybe, if I can find it.
I'd post mine if my iPad wasn't dead at the moment.
No, I can't, because that art piece existed on my old hard drive. Hold up.
Oh no.
I might be able to steal it from the Templar one, though. Hold up. Is it still
There's a
here?
short
It's still
animation
here.
of them.
It's still here. All right. I copied it. Let's see if it goes. Come on. Nope, it just doesn't exist. All right. All right. I'll just pop it in the art section. All right. So I popped a he'll bring down another thing, which happens to be actually he'll probably pull on a projector that this is a mural that was found in the deep wood.
They must not have paid their artist. Sorry.
Those bastards.
Even back then, artists underpaid.
This is awesome, dude. I really like this artwork.
That's really cool notes. I didn't mean for the snarky comment. It's awesome.
Legit, these are all just Hero Forge minis that I slapped a granite texture behind and then way upped the outlines to make it look like a carving, and it looks fine, I guess.
I'll post the frame from the brief animation that I was working on for this that has all of the heroes surrounding a little table at a little tavern.
Ooh. That was not meant to be a dig by any means, by the way. I apologize.
No, I know.
I didn't mean it that way. I'm sorry.
Dani, 3 sessions in, I'm gonna take a dig at you now. Let me just.
I realize I was safe.
You know what?
It's
I feel
still
really comfortable around you guys now.
I'm
Alright.
a bard. I appreciate art, right? Like that's how it goes.
So Meshi will then ask, all right, I honestly can't think of anything off the top of my head that else be important right now. I have a lot of other work to do in the prep for this showing. Do you guys have any questions about any of this or anything related before next week?
Think of any question?
Vanil will raise their hand.
All right. I saw both Vanil and then also Kucheka.
Yeah.
All right. Whoever wants to ask first.
Go ahead, Anil.
Dr. Mishi, so our assignment on the dig site is also due the same week as this outing, the museum?
Yeah.
Or-
I'll give you guys a week or two extension on that. I understand. With everything going on.
I'd argue we found pieces of history, so like, why?
Yeah, and like here's the thing. To be perfectly honest, the work you've done at the dig site this semester, by all accounts, is enough to warrant giving you guys just full marks for the semester. I still kind of want to. I'd like you guys to still attend class, and so you guys can keep learning. But at this point, it's kind of a formality. Because I bet I would be I don't know, a little full of myself if I thought that I could teach you guys, if my teaching was of any more value than discovering a long lost artifact. So
I mean,
by all means, take
you don't always have to show up for class, is what I'm hearing.
I would really appreciate you if you did.
Vanil will do a slow turn to Sparky.
Kucheka will slowly place his hand on Sparky's head and kind of just push him back into his seat.
It's an honest question, you know. Sometimes a cat takes a serious cat nap, and it's just like.
Alright.
Aren't you
Kucheka, you got a
technically
question?
supposed to still be awake though,
Oh.
Sparky? Like you can't. If you're a full cat, you can do REM sleep, so you're still awake enough to like pay attention. As
Don't explain to me how I sleep. You don't
You're
know
right.
me.
I stand wildly corrected as Vanil remains seated.
So when we managed to get the artifact off of the skeleton we found it on, which desecrating a corpse kind of. But they were.
I
originally.
I mean to interrupt, but desecrating corpses is kind of comes with the territory when it comes to archaeology.
You're saying that wasn't your favorite part?
It's something that has been widely practiced by also a lot of different religious cults in history, so I don't understand why it's such an issue for you.
No, it's just the bones weren't handled properly in the way that for
I don't
me.
know. I think me and
traditionally would be, but
I think it was
They
River
were
that
handled
was trying to
thoroughly.
rip the legs off of the thing. So I think that we
yes.
did just fine.
No, stop incriminating yourself.
I mean, no, we did nothing.
Right, yes. He was like that when we came here.
More of what I was meaning to get at anyway, regardless of how the sacred bones were treated. So they seemed to reshape themselves when they came off of the body and back into normal. They were kind of melty and then they were not. Is that a shape-shifting trait common amongst these items, or is that something unexplored?
That's something that will probably have to be studied about them. Unfortunately, there isn't a lot of knowledge about these. I will say, from my understanding, with the current collection that the museum has, no one's replicated that particular effect on them. But that's assuming that they all work in a similar way. That could just be like that could be an effect unique to the boots. It's new territory, so I'm sorry I don't have a better answer for you.
Question.
Mhm.
So because when we after like that whole situation with the boots and everything, and we got washed away by some water, did they go back to explore that room? Do we know if they explored the room that?
Yeah. After the events last week, the dig team went through and cleared out those caves. I think they hired a mercenary group a monster hunting group to deal with the bullets. And they went through and recovered any artifacts they could find in there. So far they're still uncovering more stuff at that particular dig site, but in the hopes that there might be more artifacts. But I suspect that that the boots were the find of the site.
Is that
I'm not confident I'd be able to get another set of passes. I think the I'm not on the best terms with the site master anymore. He seemed to feel that I was stepping on his toes a little bit, which is understandable, honestly.
But aren't you guys people in history and stuff together? Like, why would you be stepping on his toes exactly?
Because it was his site, and I kind of pushed him a little bit into giving you guys the credit that you guys deserved, and he felt a little bit like I was being a little too pushy about that. You'll find if you pursue this particular profession that there are a lot of egos associated with certain characters you'll meet. Any other questions?
Thanks for giving us the credit.
Oh no, you guys absolutely deserve it. And if nothing else, that you guys were the ones who found you guys found the boots, and post grad that will be something you can it'll be everyone in the field will know about it, so it'll be a reasonable thing to mention if you want to look for work in this particular field.
Found some boots. Put that on the resume. I found some boots. They were nice.
Just a boots. You found the boots.
Never
Alright.
got a chance to scoot and boogie them.
They were meant for more
Made
than
for
walking.
Yeah.
All right. So I think then we will slash cut over to next Thursday, unless you guys have anything in between you guys want to settle.
I have a world question. Is I, as a player myself,
All right.
are students allowed to write opt-ins at the school paper?
I imagine they would. I mean, it's a student-run newspaper,
Okay.
so if you want to submit an op-ed for
A full-on dissertation.
Overachiever much?
Listen, my other character only has 5 different letter chains that they're working on concurrently with the other campaign.
As the DM of that other campaign, I can attest to this.
Yeah. If you would like to to work with the school newspaper and establish a rapport with them, we can definitely do that.
As long as I don't have to interact with what's his face.
I take offense.
Oh yeah. If I don't have to deal with the Umbarov, as long as I don't have to deal with that fucker, I'll be fine.
I hear
Ooh,
there's some
bunch of
tea
beef.
to be had someday in this campaign. I love when there's tea.
Ooh, beef, let's go.
David, I do have a phone call I'd like to make actually.
All right.
River's gonna call Ted. So she'll call up and say, "Hey Ted."
Pull up my information on Ted.
Yeah, sorry to catch you off guard there.
All right. Sorry, I've forgotten what we decided or what kind of boyfriend Ted was.
Ooh.
What type of boyfriend?
Yeah.
I think we
Lacius.
Is it an Eos versus Pathos?
we settled on like a somewhat vanilla guy. I think.
Aw.
Oh, the most expensive spice
Like-
in the world.
All right. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
He was kind of a big dude. Yeah, like
Like a
Oh
marshmallow.
my.
All right. Ted picks up the phone. Says, "Hey, babe, what's up?
how do you feel about history?
History's kind of cool. What's up? Like, is it something to do with your history class thing?
I wasn't really vibing with the class, but then there was like a golem. We got into a fight.
Oh,
and
baby, you
we may
okay?
have- Yeah, I'm fine. Like may have discovered a really important artifact. Anyway, the museum's doing a thingy, so I wondered if you wanted to join me on that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, maybe I'll see you there. It's on
Absolutely.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wait, you know, River looks down at her hand where she's written the word Wednesday on the back of it.
And
Nods
No,
affirmatively to herself.
It's
Alright.
fine. Vanil will be in charge of all the Evites going forward.
I would say that. Do you want us to let you know if we're inviting anyone in particular in advance? Because I'd say I'd like to.
Yeah, that's one thing I was gonna get into right now actually. Let me know who, if anyone, you're inviting. Just so we can have like a good head count of who's gonna be at the showing.
Personally, I'd like to invite my men because degree. But anyways, yeah, no, I'd like to see. I'd like to. It's fine.
Give my tickets to someone else. The mystery continues.
Yes. I'm having a moment of realizing I don't think I've sent you this part of information about Shuja, but Kucheka is inviting Shuja, so because father who is really into history but hasn't been able to go out and do much since his accident.
Oh no! I shouldn't be laughing at. I'm not laughing at the fact he had an accident. I want to be clear about that. I'm laughing at River's completely misunderstanding of the situation.
Just like,
That
Forced retirement be like
I mean, that seems to be a running gag with River, as far as like
Yeah.
it's just like, oh,
equating parents to like employers.
there's gonna be the emotional support, like per cat, whenever something's somewhat traumatizing to someone. It's like River said something. Okay, give me just per.
Give me a second.
it's
You can't
always
hear
gonna be
her if I'm in
River
your
said
ear.
something.
Every time he talks about someone getting laid off from the family organization.
Is Vanil inviting anybody?
Let me check my list. You know what? Because it'll be funny. Vanil will invite Var,
All right.
specifically Var 2.
Is it 2 or the second?
It's 2.
Okay.
Yeah, like how Vanil is Vanil 7. So yeah. We'll send a text to Var 2. And the text is going to be I'm going to the museum for a showing. It'd be a great time to return that mysterious urn that you got a few years ago.
Why are you just holding on?
Listen, sometimes
But
you
if
get
you
an urn
That's
and
fair.
it kills your husband.
It's like you have the wrong set of keys. This is my second husband.
My replacement.
Get him away from me. I want number 4.
And this key unlocks husband number 3.
Before you stands 2 husbands on the path. One of them tells the truth.
The other one is hidden in an urn.
The other one was killed already in an unrelated accident.
Don't worry about it. Don't ask questions. Just accept.
He walked into a gunshot, fell on a sword, and accidentally fell off a building.
It's a
I hate
lot.
Tuesdays.
No, that's some Wednesday behavior.
What a
Wednesday
terrible
blues.
accident.
So fast forward. It is the night of the. Unless anything else happened first, but I think we're just gonna fast forward to the museum. Throughout the I imagine you guys arrive around like 6-ish. It's the evening showing, so probably you guys filter in.
Real quick, dress code attire. Like, what is the dress code for this event? I didn't think about asking that sooner. Like, are we in fancy clothes or like are we like
Ooh,
is it
dapper suited chicken.
I was gonna leave that up to you guys, that there wasn't an official dress code. However, you are going to be mingling with the upper crust, so
Okay.
dress how
Oh.
you feel appropriate.
I mean, Vanil always dresses very corporate, but this is going to be far more masculine corporate.
All right.
It's going to have instead of a hoodie and a blazer, it's going to be waistcoat with rolled up button-down sleeves and
All right.
slacks.
I would argue that Sparky probably wanted to just wear their normal old clothes, but Kucheka was like, no. Here, you are wearing this for this event, and I begrudgingly put them on and am very uncomfortable.
I'm about to carbon date myself, but a zoot suit, purple, with a gold chain,
Let's go!
42 inches.
Oh, Zoot
Amazing.
Suit. I had not heard that in a while.
I may or may not have been in Cholo fashion for a minute.
You know what? We've all been there. Maybe not Elliot, because he's not from here, but we've all been there.
So, Kucheka, I have no idea what you have me put in, but it's whatever you felt was dress attire appropriate for this event.
A scarf that was reconfigured to be something else.
Yeah,
Surely it's
honestly, that
tuxedo
might
cap.
be.
Oh, yeah, well, this is like, hold on. I don't think, breaking, this is, I don't think I have my character art up. This is just the outline for them.
Someday.
There we go.
Oh, cute.
I'm going like for like kind of that street fashion kind of like Mirror's Edge parkour type clothing.
Sweet.
Yeah, Kucheka
Which
has
means
probably found whatever is the like nicest thing in your arsenal. Like maybe you had like one of those like black leather like jacket with too many zippers and was just like, that's probably good enough. The nicest pair of like maybe
Like
black
a fucking
jeans.
moto pants.
Yeah, just like
Really dressing me up in
This'll do.
leather for this event? Is that?
What are
I don't
we doing
know.
at this event?
This
It's
is
not a blackout party.
listen, it's the nicest that you have, and none of my stuff's gonna fit you.
I thought that you would tailor something specifically for me. I thought we were
No, that
friends.
actually, you know what? That's fair. I would have time to tailor you something. I'd have a week. For Sparky, it would probably be just the like business attire. So it would be like a nice like white dress shirt with
I already
Yeah.
hate this.
black slacks. You've got
So I'm just Raymond from Animal Crossing.
yes, a suit coat that you've been told to drape over one shoulder and carry that way.
And lean against every available wall.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Kucheka is in like gray slacks. And instead of like a white button up, it is a more traditional shirt top for Noel, where it's going to be a looser, white flowing sort of fabric that kind of drapes a little bit. So it kind of like is open along the sides, but is drapey.
No, we are far outclassed.
Oh boy. I haven't looked yet. Let me just. Yes! Look at that chicken in a.
Yeah, no, with that hat. Are you kidding? The hat
It's
completes the
50
look.
cent in it.
I feel like you used to own that hat, David.
I probably did actually.
Pilgrim style.
Oh my god, that's beautiful. Okay, so we have a grasp. I'm uncomfy. Vanilla's Vanil is Vanil. We probably should carry on with the actual event. Sorry, I was just curious what
Yeah.
attire would be.
Well, no.
Right.
Now we have to know what River's wearing.
You know what? It's probably going to be one step up from pajamas. She did not know there was any dressing required. It's in the evening. Everyone's wearing chill evening stuff, so it's like very baggy
Layered yoga
pants.
pants.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like a very oversized shirt, and basically
So
nothing
a
else. Like
step
you know,
down
like
from your or the picture you have of your character, like a
pretty
little
much,
bit more
more
lax
of a
than that.
more relaxed. Like very little, like maybe a couple bits of jewelry, but other than that, yeah, it's basically nothing.
So now here's the question: is Ted the kind of boyfriend to show up in a like a suit, or like expecting it to be fancy, or is he
Ooh.
gonna match your energy and show up in a hoodie?
I reckon probably yeah, like more like a hoodie and a pair of jeans, like the most just very like standard for most events. I think that's fine.
I would
It's probably a band hoodie or something like that.
I would like to mention that my mentor probably would be dressed similar to Alan's chicken. They're birds of a feather, I would argue.
Yeah.
Very they have a mystical vibe of clothing attire. I would just
We grow just a little closer. I see you're looking fresh, my man.
Pretty much. Except I would say that mine's a little bigger than your my friend my mentor's a little bigger. But it is yeah similar vibes, I would say. But old.
Hey guys, this Ted. Ted say
I did.
Hey guys,
This is Ted. Silence.
Everyone just
Son
slowly
him.
turns with a cocktail in a hand. Like,
Nightmare.
so babe, these are your archaeology friends.
Yeah. Yeah, we all fought some stuff, and yeah, I'll go around and introduce everyone's names, and sort of say, yeah, but it was initially just gonna be like an additional credit class, but it's not bad.
I mean, it sounds pretty cool. I mean,
Hmm.
seems like you're meeting some cool people and you're exploring cool things.
Yeah.
Vanil already
You-
doesn't like Ted.
That was a
It sounds like you're really growing and expanding.
Check at
yourself.
all costs.
Because here's the thing: is I'm imagining Ted as David right now, just being like, "Yeah, no, it's cool stuff." Just
Yeah, the visual is not helping. Where it's like, yeah, you're doing great, babe.
working on my minifigs.
No eye contact.
Thinking, honey, you could do so much better.
It's like, is this going to be Operation Give River a better partner?
or he could do better. I don't know. Depends on your perception, I guess.
Well, as if we're also doing introductions, this is my older broodmate Vatu, and Vanil will gesture upwards because Vartu is over 5 foot, and is going to be
Towering.
like punk corporate.
Okay,
Truly a giant among chickens.
but how tall over 5 foot?
I think I said 5'2".
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm still like 2 feet taller than him. I will look down and nod a greeting.
How much taller?
7
We
foot.
know you're a fucking giant. We've established this.
I just want to find someone tall.
No, I should have
Sorry,
brought someone else in.
It's okay. You make a great shoulder perch. It's my like scouting shoulder. I'd say that I don't know if true yet or not. Like, if are we all just like kind of walking in at the same time, just like
I imagine you guys are filtering in. Like it's there was no like hard set start time. I think the only thing hard set is that 7 o'clock is when the exhibit will be unveiled.
Oh, I just assumed we were in like the courtyard cocktail hour type thing.
Yeah,
Like
I
pre-show.
yeah, and then in probably about like 40-ish minutes, they're gonna bring everybody inside and reveal the new exhibit.
I brought my flask for no reason.
no, it's okay.
It
Hand
could
it
be
over,
a crash
buddy.
bar. You don't know. Meshi never told us. We didn't get the QR code.
You mean you brought an empty flask?
No, you got to stay ready.
I mean, if you brought an empty flask, it might be worth something. I don't know. I mean, like, I imagine it's an open bar, so
Oh, it's open,
Oh,
not
it'll be
cash.
empty in a second.
Oh my goodness! Sticking a bunch of
And they
academics
brought
with a
college
bar.
students here.
Yeah. It's about to get lit, yo.
you are the
Guys.
only 5 college students there. Is the thing?
That's all they
Like,
need.
Everyone else was once college students. It's fine.
And you know what's
everyone else here are like professional adults and like or like you know.
And what are we?
Have you met a professional?
They're all pretending to not be drinking, but they're all drinking.
Yeah, this event is as much a opportunity to schmooze as it is to actively be interested in the new exhibit.
No, it's just
Just-
smoozing and boozing.
Because I would say that like for my mentor, they would probably be rather boy. Like I would probably come in with Kucheka, and it would not be walking in with my mentor. It would be my mentor finding and being loud and obnoxious about. They are very much that like, and I'm very much no. I need to have more like write more than them.
It's all good.
Kucheka will also. If you look over there, I've already lost him because he's found his people. My father's the one in the chair over there, and if you gaze across, there is especially compared to Kucheka, a very frail-looking gnoll who is wheelchair bound. His fur is a bit less vibrant, but he's got a very soft smile and he's talking joyfully with some of his peers over in the corner. And he is in a very more traditional gnoll garb, which is it's kind of like a flowing robe style, but still very elegant.
Nice.
Yeah, he's already in conversation with Dr. Meshi and one of the other professors.
I expect no less.
All right. All right. As the night goes on a little bit, I think you'll notice there'll be a couple of recognizable faces that you'll notice among the crowd. One of the most noticeable ones you'll find, because they are huge, is the main presenter and owner and CEO of pulling it up because my notes are everywhere.
They're a big deal.
They are a big deal.
You
No,
mean Charlie Day Prince.
yeah. The director of Brightlands Media Group, Charlie and Marcus Gammon, the fire giant Etten. For those of you who don't know, an Etten is a 2-headed giant. So Charlie and Marcus are middling around, and I will post a picture of them if I can get it to load. Come on, not that one. Just,
So much art this session. It's so nice.
Keep popping.
I need the art for my character and their mentor. Because I'm
Alright.
like yep. Carry on.
There we go.
Inspiration to do the gooberness.
Into the art panel. Here we have Charlie and Marcus Gammon.
That's cool.
Oh.
Yay.
Oh my goodness, you're matching them, Alan.
So when you say tall, how like are we talking like 8 feet or like 20? Like how big are we?
They're about 12 feet tall.
Yeah,
Well,
'cause
okay, that's
half
they're-
giants
yeah.
are about 8
Whoa.
foot. So
Oh my god, Kucheka actually has to look up.
Yeah, they're smaller than a normal fire giant because Ettins by default are about half the height of the whatever species they're from. So Charlie and Marcus come out to about 12 feet tall.
Amazing.
Fully climbable.
I don't know. I feel like Alan's pulling the look off a little better.
just because it's more
Can't.
rendered.
It's no, not that. No, it's just I mean that
Chicken though.
that chicken definitely gets it. Okay,
Okay,
like
if
I
we're,
mean,
if we're
look at
doing
that
a hear
stance,
me out
that
cake,
pose.
is that picture gonna make it several times on that cake?
I mean,
You know who's not making it on that cake? Ted.
yeah, not Ted. Fuck Ted.
A different Ted, yes. This Ted, no. This Ted could never date 2 police officers at the same time.
Ted's like, I'm right here, guys.
Yeah, Ted would never be on any of our cakes. Alan, though, absolutely.
This guy's like fruit stripe gum. The next one will jump out of the cake.
Also, that's
As
a
a-
really cool
uh,
design. I like
the,
the drawing for that.
the night progresses and everyone is ushered inside as they're about to unveil the new exhibit. Lights dim, spotlight shoot onto this glass case or this like not even a case, it's more like a glass wall in this museum. A curtain behind it drops, and behind you see setups very similar to the drawing or that Meshi showed you. Like mannequins holding holding or wearing each of the items. All of them gleaming and like this like iridescent like unearthly glow almost. You see the boots looking exactly like how you saw them almost exactly how you saw them last, where they the gleaming gold and red and silver.
How well
I will
guarded are they?
I will say, the the instruments are like I don't know. Alan, you gets like another little like almost pull with the boots. Like they are so interesting and so like I don't know. They're just really interesting to you.
She'll
And
agree.
I'm just imagining him wanting to take that strut, like in that picture, just the boots.
But he can't take that strut until he has the boots on.
Mhm.
and for a moment, all of you are kind of catch yourselves just staring. Kucheka at the wildfire torches. Sparky at the lightning leathers. Vanil at the cloak with the blizzard. And River at the whirlwind bracers. Just like you just catch yourself staring like in a way that you didn't quite expect.
They want me to wear them.
They call.
In a way, that's exactly what you feel. Like there is like a sense of like a calling with them.
I can feel it in me clucking bones.
The spotlights die down and the room starts to like dissolve into conversation and like and so the rest of the evening begins. Not too long after though. Well, actually, I'm gonna say like you guys are roaming around. Can I get just what everyone's passive perception is?
12.
For Gage and Dani, passive is it should be listed on there
Oh,
if you don't
11.
see it. Okay.
16.
Oh, dang. Nice.
9.
Alright.
13.
There's-
All right.
Oh,
This
real quick, what
works.
was River attracted to?
Woe and braces.
Bracers. Okay. Taking notes. Okay.
You know, in character, River just whispers to you, "Those braces, though." Just so there's a reason for you to be taking notes.
So
Ooh.
throughout throughout the evening, Sparky notices a couple of things. One, there's a lot of shiny around. A lot of people have a lot of shiny.
A lot of people are rich, probably too, in the area, huh?
Another thing that you'll notice that I don't know if this strikes you as anything important, but you count at least like there's probably like 30 or 40 people total at this party. You count about a half dozen people that you are fairly confident are armed. Like they have like you've seen like concealed carry holsters before and like how that like makes clothing look. You're fairly confident about a half dozen of the guests have concealed carry holsters.
Am I I mean, usually my go-to is I'm with Kucheka. Am I with Kucheka right now? Or I just kind of like walking around on my own, observing? Like, what am
That is entirely up to you. This is a story of our own creation.
Would Kucheka allow Sparky to disappear off, or would
I was about to say, with so many like rich and rich people around with very expensive things on their bodies.
If Sparky were to want to disappear, I'm sure it would be possible because there's also going to be a lot of Kucheka getting like pulled around to meet different people by his father. So,
and I'd imagine like I'd be doing some looking around. Well, if I can't check it right away, I'd probably go to Vanil and or like what I don't know what like are we just like I don't know.
That only works. Do you like point out or like subtly point out the people to Vanil?
Yeah, I'll try to be like go up to Vanil discreetly, be like, "Hey, approach this," because Vanil's always the more level-headed one. It seems like in these things.
I mean, Vanil's mean, but yes, go ahead.
Yeah, well, you're mean, but it's like, okay, well, I don't have my emotional support, tall man right at the moment, so you're the one. There's people with big weapons here. There's something that's gonna go down.
Yeah, if they're pointed out, Vanil will take a look. Do they look like they would be part of, like Vanil would know them from Vanil 6?
No. Hold up. Let me read. No. I think with your passive insight of 16, that's gonna be enough to clock that these people, now that they're pointed out to you, definitely have like a different vibe and a different like what is it demeanor than the rest of the party seems to have. I think you would guess that like they're like on task is how you would say it, like they're like
Are they?
Yeah,
Does it feel
Sparky,
tense?
Sparky, I see exactly what you mean. They are the only 6 that are walking around with an actual stick up their ass. So
And yeah, should we regroup with the others?
well, we also don't want to incite any sort of panic, right? Because
True.
well, I don't know Ted. I don't know if he'll actually react to anything with any sort of modicum of danger. And I don't think River will either. Is it just like ma'am, you cannot be in the camera. Is it just kind of like a general like mingle post presentation?
Yeah, like there's no like center of attention right now. Everyone's kind of devolved into like their own conversations.
Okay. But there is a stage.
Are they making any sort of like are the people that are armed, are they like does it seem like they're going into any sort of mission or any? Like are they just kind of patrolling or
They're not moving very much. And they're not talking to anybody, now that you notice. I don't know, they don't seem to have any destination right there. They're kind of just waiting.
Maybe event security?
Vanil will wave over Var, because this is exactly why I wanted Var here. And you don't have to do the accent. I'm just putting that out there right now. Hey Va, you see that like fucker over there with like the really bad comb over?
Yeah, the guy who's packing.
Oh yeah, you should totally get that from.
Oh, all right. That sounds.
What? Sparky's here, just like what the? Fuck? Girls say what?
Are you asking me to list that? Like,
I mean, you always talk about wanting to go to these kind of things to get a souvenir. That seems like the best option.
Dude, if I have some sort of hors d'oeuvres or something in hand, I'm just like, oh yes.
Just constantly drinking out of an empty cup.
Exactly.
all right, give me a persuasion check with advantage, because like this is family.
Oh no!
oh no, boys, we're in for something here.
Persuasion. Well, 16.
16 will do it. Okay, he's like, yeah. All right.
Do it.
All right, you're on. And and Var
Kucheka never should have left you alone.
disappears into the crowd.
Turns out Vanil was the bad influence all along.
And Sparky learned maybe they should hang out with Vanil more often. And sudden insight of like, oh, I thought that she was just some snooty, pompous bitch.
Sometimes. Not always.
All right.
Now I want to actually check out my spells because I think I have something that could make this even more fun. You can continue. I'm going to do some
right.
research.
Unless anyone else has anything, I'm going to progress to the next scene.
Well, I was planning on possibly trying to make my way back to Kucheka, but I kind of want to. I'm like, damn, okay, Vanil, like.
Kucheka suddenly has the most nauseating feeling of I left Sparky alone, but
You just
doesn't
find my little
immediately
2-foot
act on
cat.
it.
River is blissfully absolutely not a clue what's going on.
Just happy to be there.
Alan's still looking at the boots.
So shiny.
I just
Right.
imagine up at like the glass, like getting like almost like peck
Like fogging it
distance,
up?
like
Getting 2 little steam marks from my beak.
occasionally just kind of going forward, like tick, on the glass. Like,
If I make a small hole pecking, they won't notice.
it's like tick, 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 slowly getting in there.
Okay.
Alright.
Vanil will also cast Detect Magic.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. I will say it's not super useful right now, for 2 reasons. The first of which is that almost everyone else in the party is wearing some sort of illusion charm or something like that in order to make them prettier. And so you pick up literally every single person has like some sort of illusion on them. But then at the same time, you're also a little blinded by the fact that 5 of the 7 instruments are blindingly bright, with the other 2 a little bit less bright. But they are extremely bright, and so you're a little blinded by the amount of magic that's in this room.
And what Sparky probably sees is just Vanil's eyes pupillate, the pupils dilate way too much.
Like, uh-oh. It's like, uh-oh, that's not good. Something's going on here.
No,
Van-
this is
Vanil.
fine. This is part of the process.
I'll just kind of do little cat taps, like, just like,
No,
hey.
no, it's fine. It's fine. It's just bright. It's just gonna be like this for like 10 minutes. I was really hoping to like see some more magical shit, but like all I can really see are the items.
How tall is Vanil?
3 foot.
Shit, I was gonna say that I could be on your shoulders and like just put my tail like over your eyes and be like a little blindfold, be like here. But we're not that big difference in height, so it wouldn't.
No, we're both little, and I'm not very strong.
Wait, how big is your brother then? You sent like.
Var is a little over, is like 5'2".
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, yeah, I was like, did you just send another 3-foot person to go after an armed man?
Go get them.
At first, I was like, yeah, fight. Wait.
All right. I think at this moment, all of a sudden, the lights are cut and the room is plunged into darkness.
No.
Vanil, you can still see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because everyone is magic.
Well, can't I see? I have night vision.
Yeah,
have
and
dark
anyone who
vision.
has dark vision can still see.
But I can
Danielle has
specifically
just
see
graduated
arms.
in her
I can.
third session to the I have dark vision moment. Beautiful.
See.
All right. So the room is plunged into darkness, and one of the someone shouts, "Everybody on the ground!" And someone fires off a pistol. Just after that shot goes off, the red emergency lights turn on and plunge. So the room is now like this like crimson. As most of the guests are now crouched on the ground, and there are half a dozen now armed men, save for one, still standing with their pistols out. One guy is standing there patting for a pistol that's not there.
Yes.
Yes, it's all coming together.
But you see three of there's 6 men in total. 3 of them have grabbed hostages.
Who are the hostages?
The
Or what I know
hostages
there.
are pulling everything up. This is why I asked about this stuff. Here. So the attacks are going to be are the hostages are going to be some just nameless guy. Looks like he was it looks decently rich. Suja is one of the hostages, and then the last one is Dr. Meshi.
Oh no.
Oh, well, I guess we have to save him. We can't get a grade if he's dead.
Vanil, these are the thoughts that you keep inside your head.
It was. There's no accent, so it's not Vanil.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Do you guys go to the ground, or are you gonna be heroes?
Oh, what a good question. I know, kind of split second notice kind of situation. The hostage takers, like the guys who are the ones, the aggressors. Do they appear to either have like be a race that would have dark vision, or at least have any like equipment for that? Like, are they prepared for this specifically?
Yeah. All of them have dropped masks. And the masks. I don't know. Vanil would see that the masks are magic, so they probably have some dark vision ability. So you.
How? Sorry, I was gonna say, and how close is like the nearest one to me?
I think the nearest one to you would probably be like maybe like 15 feet away. This room is decently large. I mean, it had 40 people in it.
Yeah.
But there are like a dozen, or there has half dozen crouched people between you and them.
I guess River is wondering, how like the light cantrip to essentially
Mhm.
night vision goggles, like what that would do, to sort of blind someone quite significantly. If their eyes had fully adjusted to dark vision, you just drop the light cantrip in front of their night vision goggles. She's just thinking about that.
So question. So you hear like get to the ground and then Meshi's grabbed?
Yes. So Meshi was grabbed. Kucheka's dad was grabbed, and some other nameless moneybags was grabbed.
Can I use heat metal on the guns?
You can potentially.
I think you have to get touch.
It's not touch. It's anything you
not?
can see within
Looks
60
like
feet.
sight.
Kucheka, how close are you with your dad again?
Very.
Can I? How far away are they from us? Me and Vanil are.
I think theater of mind. I think you are no farther than 15 feet away from any of these guys. This room is like I want to say like 50 by 50, and they're spread out with the 3 hostage takers in the crowd, and then 2 armed guys up front and 1 unarmed guy who's approaching the glass wall where the relics are stored.
How close is Kucheka if Kucheka had also been standing with his father and Meshi?
You could be right next to them then.
Oh, excellent. That's exactly what I want.
Go ahead.
I think Kucheka's gonna bite this guy right next to him.
That is absolutely a thing. All right.
Go
Go ahead and make that attack roll.
Hell yeah, that's a 23.
All right. That'll do.
That'll do.
Yeah, Kucheka's going for the jugular, by the way. So that is max damage of 7 plus I believe have the ability.
That's my bestie right there.
That's my boy.
Oh, where's my special thing? Oh yeah. I'm going to also cast at the same time as a bonus action Searing Smite. It takes an extra 1d6 fire damage, and at the start of its turn until the spell ends, the target takes 1d6 fire damage and then makes a Constitution saving throw. On a fail, the spell continues. For that D6, let me just roll that really quick. Oh no, everything's falling. This is fine. Go back. Oh, that's a 6 for more max damage.
Dang. All right.
Hey.
Kucheka's angry.
What?
So I imagine the way this works is was this the guy who was holding your dad?
Yeah.
All right. So you just like launch into his neck. You now have him pinned to the ground. Your mouth around his throat. I think this is gonna start some chaos actually.
What have you done?
Let's go. Can I
Finish him.
ask a question about a spell I have?
Mm-hmm.
Because I have enlarge. How much can I reduce down to?
Half size as the way it works is you can either double or half your size. So like I think currently you're small, so technically you become tiny.
Because I think I'm like the smallest size I can be, and half of that
Yeah.
not much smaller. Damn. Okay, I had an idea, but I was like, can I go like Ant-Man tiny?
No, not with a single casting. No, if you had another ability that let you become smaller as well, then maybe. But with a single spell from a single source, unfortunately, no.
I'm sorry. I'm just like reading through all of. I need to go through the
All right.
session.
While you're doing that,
Yeah.
Gage, do you still want to cast heat metal?
Yeah, I want to target the one that's got meshy.
All right. So
Wait.
it's not even a roll. It just happened, I believe, right? So okay. So I believe he has to make it's a Constitution saving throw in order to hold on to it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's what that is.
What's your save DC?
1 sec here.
It also does appear that the damage is automatic, even if they make the save.
Yeah.
Okay. You said save dexterity?
No.
Wait, where am I looking?
Your saving or your spell save. He made a 15 on the roll, and one of that if that beats your spell save.
Oh,
So on your
looking for
spells
this.
on your spell sheet at the top, it should say modifier spell attack and save DC.
Oh, see it. Okay, gotcha. 13.
All right, so he's able to keep holding on to it. But he still takes the damage, so that's some rough stuff. Man screams in pain, but still holds onto his gun. Does anyone
Lucky.
else want to make any actions before this starts?
I think.
Go ahead. Sorry,
I think no, that's fine. Sorry, there's a slight lag. I think seeing so I imagine River was just slowly getting to the ground, but just keeping her eyes up. But the second seeing Kucheka do that, I think River's immediately going to like stand back up and use whatever's left of her movement to try and get over to the nearest guy. Is like fast, because she moves pretty fast when she needs to.
I was gonna say for myself, especially after Kucheka just popping off like that, I'm gonna make my way as fast as I can over to them, as quickly and quietly as possible.
Yeah, I think Vanil's gonna go for the one next to Kucheka, next to Giga Kucheka, and is going to kind of attempt to do a stumble fall, which will probably be full stumble fall. And will cast Chill Touch on the one not being eaten.
Man, so we got one guy getting chilled, one guy getting set on fire through someone's teeth, and someone else whose gun just like turned into like red hot metal.
Hey, don't forget about the one who's missing his gun.
True.
Oh, I wanted to say, would it be benefit? Because again, I'm kind of just all of the things that are on here. To get over quickly, could I use feline?
Yeah.
To make sure that I'm getting over there as fast as I damn can.
Yeah, absolutely. Double your speed for the round. You can move across the entire room now.
Yay!
Hey.
Yeah. This seems like a moot point, but does a 22 hit?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
These guys are in combat armor, but a 22 will do it.
Perfect. That is 10 damage. I rolled max. Necrotic.
Nice. Yeah,
And
you
they
have to make a
Look
save,
at
right?
us rolling these max damage.
Yeah.
and they cannot regain hit points until the end of my next turn.
All right. Elliot, did you want to do any attacks or anything, or do you just want to get up in one of the guys' face?
I think seeing this all breaking down, she's just going to be like, all right, let's take this guy out as quickly as possible. So yeah, I'll go for a just an action or a bonus action as well, because that's going to change some stuff.
I think we'll do just an action since it's a pre-fight right now.
Yep. No, that checks out. Okay, I'll just do a I guess just a straight up punch in the face.
All right, and then which goon is this against? Is this the guy who's holding the hot metal gun, the guy who's holding Mr. Moneybags, or one of the three that's up front?
Let's go for one of the three up front.
All right.
No one cares about money bags.
Divide and conquer.
Yeah, divide and conquer. Yeah, that's a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
For 7.
Perfect. I will note that as you're up front, you feel the pull of the Whirl Embracers way stronger right now. It's like they're calling to you a little bit. All right, with everyone having done their pre-actions, I will get to the little cutscene I had planned. That's gone a little off the rails.
With Kucheka bite, Jesus.
I mean, okay. My poor crippled father is now being held at gunpoint, and I'm right there. And I'm a hyena with massive jaws.
So, startled by this way more resistance than they expected, the guys kind of panic a little bit, and specifically, the guy holding Meshi fires his gun. And here's the thing,
That's gonna make
guns
a big
are nasty, and so Meshi collapses.